In this video, we have an absolute value equation. We have 6x minus 8 over 3, and all of that is in the absolute value bars, equals 6 over 5. First, we want to determine that we have two equations here, really. Anytime you have an absolute value equation, you've got two equations. So what is inside here can be either positive or negative. If this results in negative 6 over 5, well, the absolute value of that is positive 6 over 5. So we have two equations. 6x minus 8 over 3 equals 6 over 5. Or I should say and, we have two equations. 6x minus 8 over 3 equals negative 6 over 5. So that inside could equal negative, and the absolute value of that would be the positive 6 over 5. So that's how that works. Now we can do this a couple of different ways. One quick way is to multiply through by the lowest common denominator. So the lowest common denominator of 3 and 5 is 15. To find a common denominator, you can just multiply the denominators, but that's not always the lowest or the least common denominator. In this case, it is. So we can just say, I'll put that up here. The LCD equals 15. So we'll multiply everything by 15. We'll multiply this side by 15. I'll make it a fraction, 15 over 1. And this side by 15. And what happens there is we can cancel out a 3 out of the denominator there. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And we can cancel out a 5 out of this denominator. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And now we can distribute this 5 throughout. So 5 times 6x is 30x. Let's make that a 30. 30x minus 5 times 8 is 40, or minus 40, equals 6 times 3 is 18. Let's continue solving this. Add 40 to each side, and you get 30x equals 58. And then divide each side by 30. So you get x equals 58 over 30. Or, of course, you could simplify that. Let's see, that gets to be 29 over 15, I think, as much as you can simplify that. 29 over 15. That's one of the possible solutions. That is, if you plug in 29 over 15 in for x, it would make that true. Over on the other side, let's multiply everything by 15. And we'll do the same game here. This cancels out. We get a 5 here. We get a 3 up here. Let's multiply the 5 through. We get 30x minus 40 equals negative 18. Big change here because of that negative sign. We'll add 40 to each side and get 30x equals, let's see, positive 40 and negative 18 would give us 22. So now divide that each side by 30, and you get x equals 22 over 30. Simplify that to 11 over 15. So you have two possible answers here. Both of these are possible solutions. All right, I hope that helps.